Hey, Rocky Mountain House.
Rocky Mountain Christian School.
Hey, I'm John.
I'm Dave.
I'm Chris.
And we are the
Fidgets.
We are pumped about March 15th when we're going to be in your town, at your school.
And in your face. And your cars.
Doing a fundraiser for you using little objects known as Mousetrap, the world's most dangerous comedy.
Wow.
So, we were just talking. We were just having a conflab
Chatting.
about Rocky Mountain House.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically,
Rocky Mountain House.
there's like half a dozen people from RMH that we know. So we want to give a shout out to those guys right now. You said you knew some guy named Rob?
Yeah, Rob Duker.
Duker.
And you know what? The interesting thing about Rob is that he looks like someone really famous.
Who?
Guess.
Cookie Monster.
No.
Polly Shore.
No.
The lady that does Murder, She Wrote.
Close. Santa Claus.
Oh.
Wow.
He is like a doppelganger. A doppelganger?
Doppelganger.
For Santa Claus.
Really?
Yeah.
He has
And
that
so-
red coat?
He wears it all the time. He looks good in red. And the funny thing is this, all year round, wherever he goes, kids think he's Santa Claus.
Do you ever wonder why Santa has that black belt on the outside of the jacket? Why
Because
not
he knows karate.
just around?
That's why.
I didn't know that.
He's a black belt.
Well, speaking of karate,
Yeah.
Marie Osmond
Yeah.
actually broke 3 of my ribs.
Good
Wow.
for her.
No, that's not very
the
nice.
story. Oh, never mind.
She thought that it was a misunderstanding. It was a miscommunication. She thought that I was actually hurting someone when we were just wrestling. And so Marie jumped in.
To the rescue.
And she's got taekwondo, she's got jujitsu, she's got karate, kung fu.
So
She's got
she
that.
really kicked your butt.
She kicked my ribs.
Wow.
She did like a flying, she called it the flying butterfly and
Wow.
broke 3 ribs.
That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Speaking of butter, my friend Samantha Smith actually invented butter.
Really?
I know that sounds hard to believe, but bear with me. So Samantha, her family back in the day, they used to just take milk, right? And just let it sit for like 6 months and then rub it on toast. And Samantha goes, you know what? There's a better way to do this. So she went out and bought some margarine. Yeah. And she relabeled it. Put some salt in there.
Yeah.
Called it butter.
So you're saying, first of all, margarine existed before butter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And second of all, the only thing you have to do to change margarine to butter is add salt.
Well, see, that's the thing. They're the same thing. She just doesn't tell anyone that.
I'd have to say I didn't know that.
I know. Now you know. Thanks, Samantha.
Hey guys, speaking of salt,
What,
Yeah.
Dave?
this person adds a lot of flavor to my life.
Wow.
Oh, I like
Did they assault you like John?
Nope.
Oh.
Her name is
I had to bring that up.
Lydia
Yeah?
Black.
Black
Yes.
or
Black.
That's quite offensive. Sorry, Lydia. No, but Lydia, she is a puppeteer.
Really?
Not to be confused with a ventriloquist. A puppeteer. She doesn't put the hand up the puppet, though.
Yeah.
She is like, she does the marionettes.
Okay.
Yeah. And when I was a kid, I went to a show once. And
All right.
one of her famous marionette shows, and it just impacted me for life.
So she's way older than you then?
She doesn't look old.
No?
Yeah. I was just too enthralled by the marionettes. I didn't even, I didn't.
You never
Yeah.
see the Puppeteers,
No,
do you?
never seen Puppeteers.
Oh, that's
So I'm looking forward to meeting her. I gotta ask her a lot of questions because I've always wanted to be a puppeteer.
really?
Not a ventriloquist, a puppeteer.
Well, that's that's good to know, Dave. I'm really glad that someone affected you like that. Speaking of
In a
having-
positive way.
in a positive way,
Mm-hmm.
unlike how Marie affected me in a negative way with 3 broken ribs.
That was. You're still on that, eh?
I'm still on that.
Okay.
Anyways, speaking of
Tara?
marionettes,
Oh, yes.
yeah, my friend Tara Vandermeer, her middle name is Marion.
Is she a net?
When she was tiny, we called her Marionette because it was tiny, like right.
Isn't that offensive? You're kind
She
of
was
offensive tonight.
she was too small to actually
To
even
fight
say
back
anything about it.
anyways.
She
You
was
actually
like
say that?
she was like 2
To what?
2 years old.
If you can't fight back, you can say whatever you want.
She didn't even understand what we were saying.
That's right.
Now she does.
Well, now she does.
That's
Now
true.
the secret's out, but she might not even watch this video.
Could this cause emotional? This could cause emotional scarring for her.
It might,
Uh-huh.
but I also happen to know that she's a champion hatchet thrower, so I think that's how she
Who's
gets
small?
rid of her. She was small. That's why we
Oh.
did in the past.
So you're not gonna be able to recognize me this year.
Probably not, except
Hopefully she's grown.
Except she'd have huge pipes from throwing hatchets.
Yeah, she might throw a few hats at you after hearing this.
So speaking of small and hatchets, I have a friend who actually made miniature hatchets for a living.
Like little Lego
Like
hatchets?
like the tiniest little hatchets. Her the name was
That you ever did?
Janelle Van Heeren.
Okay.
Thank you. And she made these little tiny hatchets
You'd have
that
to
she would
have,
give.
like-
Yeah. So what she would do is she would take mice that got injured in the wild. And
she'd hatchet
rats.
them?
No. And
Oh.
she would take them in
She'd
and
give
she,
them
and she would
weapons.
help them out. No. Listen, she would help them
Like
out.
Lazy at Arby's.
Gangs of mice.
And
Here's
she-
a few hatchets for you.
And she would get their strength back up. But the thing is, once
With
you-
hatchets?
No.
Oh, okay.
Once you release them back into the wild,
Yeah.
the other mice and rats, they know that they've been handled by humans, so they treat them very poorly. They'll attack
Okay.
them. So she made miniature hatchets to give to the rescued mice to send them back out in the wild so that they could defend
Rescue
themselves.
hatchets.
That's
Rescue
very
hatchets.
confusing.
I've heard of that before, actually.
That's right.
So Rocky Mountain House, get out there and sell those mousetrap tickets.
Yeah.
Get out there and sell tickets to the show.
Yeah.
The record number of mousetraps on the stage.
1 million.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. 349.
Oh.
So
More than
try to beat that record, guys. All that money goes back to your school. So we want to help you out. We're gonna have a fun
The more
time.
mousetraps,
The more
painful.
But that's okay because we love you. All right, Rocky Mountain House. We will see you March 15th.